In recent years, commitment to work has achieved a lot of attention. Employee commitment is seen as an important predictor of employee engagement and the performance of any organization. The pressure on organizations to perform is increasing with time. Due to globalization, among other factors, competition is fierce than ever. And this increased pressure has resulted in the commitment of employers towards their employees, an important thing to consider. Organization commitment is the bond employees experience with their organizations. And broadly speaking, employees who are committed to their organization generally feel a connection with their organization. They feel that they fit in and they feel that they understand the goals of their organization. This added value of employees is that they tend to be more determined in their work, they show relatively high productivity and are more proactive in offering their support whenever it is needed. And committed employees bring added value to the organization, which includes their determination, their proactive support, productivity, and of course, an awareness of quality. So as a leader, manager, or as a function in an organization or an organization itself, if performance is your focus and priority, then employee or team commitment must be your priority too. And for the organization to perform to its level best and to ensure that the organization achieves its goal, it needs to ensure that people and teams in various functions are committed to their goals, which will eventually contribute to the overall organization's goal. So in this video, let's look at the concept of employee commitment closely and what you as a leader, manager, or a business or an organization can do to improve employee commitment, as it is one of the most important factors that will help you to grow and succeed as an organization. So what is employee commitment? Employee commitment can take a different number of forms, and as a result, it becomes sometimes difficult to define. The context, direction, and development of commitment, as well as the extent to which it influences behavior, can result sometimes into confusion and debate. So let's look at some of the ways commitment can be described in different contexts. Let's begin with a connection to a goal. So if you are bound to a goal or you are determined in respect of a goal, regardless of the origin of the goal, you can have a commitment to that particular goal. Believing in a goal and wanting to achieve it reflects a certain degree of commitment. The second is you may have a connection to any organization. So it's a psychological state that binds an individual to the organization. And as a result, employees become more loyal to that organization and they are less likely to leave it. You may also have a connection to a job, and that's the probability that someone continues to work in that job and feels psychologically bound to it. And this is regardless of whether it may be a fulfilling job or not. So it's like someone's attitude towards their work. Now that we have an understanding of what employee commitment is and what it could be and what are the possible benefits, now let's look at how an organization, how a leader or a manager or a function can improve employee commitment within their situation. So, using the data that we have collected from our various client interactions and surveys and then analyzing that data, we have been able to discover the extent to which some key factors influence employee commitment. And our research has uncovered 4 of these factors that have proven to have the biggest influence on the employee commitment levels in any situation. In order to help you get to work on increasing employee commitment, I will now discuss these 4 influencers, why they are important, and also share some best practices. So simply by addressing these 4 areas, organizations will be able to positively impact employees' commitment. So let's begin. The first factor which influences employee commitment is clear company objectives. Clarity about intended goals helps your employees make better day-to-day decisions at work. Employees know what the objective is and they can adapt their own contribution to it accordingly. Knowing the company's objective helps employees cooperate more efficiently with one another, and this reduces the time and resources that are wasted on issues that do not have any bearing on the big picture. So, how can you create clear company goals? The first is that you start by thinking about what your organization's positive contribution to the society may be, and you include this in the formulation of your organization's goals. How your company benefits society helps make goals more appealing to your employees. The second is that ensure top management is clear on what the goals are and that they regularly communicate these both internally and externally. Goal clarity ensures that it is to communicate, roll out, and strive towards achieving that particular goal. The third is that you must allow each function or each team to interpret the organization goals to form their own goals connected with the overall goal. And this will make everything more specific and enable the goals to be aligned to one another. And fourth, communicate regularly about the progress, whether or not you are making to your organization goals. Doing so keeps the process of reaching goals more vibrant and also helps in motivating your employees in the right direction. The second factor that influences employee commitment is when they gain energy from their work. So employees who gain energy from their work, they feel good about themselves and enjoy doing their work. So apart from the positive effect on the individual employee, organizations also benefit when employees gain energy from their work. So employees who gain energy from their work are generally more productive, they work better with other colleagues, and they are more willing to develop themselves. So now the question is, how can you help employees gain energy from their work? So the first is that you must ensure that there is a good match between your employees and the work that they are doing. If there turns out to be a mismatch, assistance and training should be offered to bridge that gap. In the case of long-term or bigger mismatches, every effort should be made to help your employees find more suitable and right work. The second is that you must focus on employees' development. Stagnant jobs with limited challenges and limited potential to grow will diminish the energies that your employees will get from their work. And therefore, it's vital that employees jobs are evolving, for instance, by broadening their scope of responsibility. The third is you must find time to discuss the biggest frustrations that your employees encounter at their work, and then you encourage them to come up with solutions. Frustrations consume energy, and once they are removed, both employee satisfaction and energy will automatically increase. The fourth is make sure that your workplace atmosphere is good. So agree clearly how you wish to treat each other, and then you must invest in team building activities to take it forward. At Mascot and Hedge, for some time now, our team has at the end of day written down how they felt about their energy levels. Did they have a lot of energy left, or little or no energy left, and what they had done that particular day. And after 2 weeks, everyone had a good picture of what personally gave them energy and what consumed their energy. And now, when we are allocating duties and responsibilities, we take this into account. The third factor that influences and impacts employee commitment is job fit. When employees feel like they fit in well with your organization, they automatically feel a bond and commitment to your organization. If employees feel at home, they put a greater effort into your organization, and they tend to remain with your organization for a greater period of time. So how can you help employees feeling that they are fitting well with their jobs? The first is that you must make sure that employees are clear about your corporate identity. Employees only know if they feel at home if they know what the organization stands for. For example, what your vision, what your mission is, and what is important to your organization. What are your standards? What are your values? The second is you must involve employees in company-wide decisions. And this helps to ensure that you are getting their support in your decisions, as well as they have the clarity about the thoughts and feelings in the organization. And third, consider encouraging your top management and senior management to show their commitment to their employees. Demonstrate your commitment to your employees. By showing a regular interest and genuine appreciation, employees will more likely feel that they are fitting well within your organization. And four, create a challenging work environment. That is to say that employees need variety and a sense of challenge at work to gather a sense of achievement when they overcome that challenge. So when an employee feels challenged in his or her job in the right way, their intrinsic motivation, joy at work, and sense of achievement, all of these things increase. Because all these challenges, and by overcoming these challenges, they learn, and it provides them the opportunity to grow and become better in their work. Overall, employees who are challenged, they tend to perform better, and as a result, they are more inclined to stay with the organization because they are learning, because they are growing. For example, at Mascot and Hedge, we encourage our people to come up with ideas themselves. And these may be internally focused ideas or externally focused ideas. And if an idea is a good one, the concerned employee or team member is given the freedom and opportunity to really develop it and put it into practice. Of course, with other team members as a support. Doing so gives our employees a great sense of responsibility, and they also become the owner of their own promotion and growth. So how can you create a challenging work environment? By focusing on continuous improvement. Give regular feedback to your people and to your team members on how to improve their work, how to improve their results on their particular objectives or goals. Constructive feedback about improvement potential and improvement opportunities can bring about a lot of positive change in your organization and can thereby drive a greater sense of employee commitment. Objectives are not fate, they are direction. They are not commands, they are actually commitments. They do not determine the future, they are means to mobilize the resources and energies of the business for making the future of your business. And unless commitments are made, there are only promises and hopes, but no concrete plans to achieve them. Hope you found this video useful. Please click like on this video, which will serve as a valuable encouragement for us. And also please subscribe to my channel to continue accessing content that will help you to grow, succeed, and find solutions for your business, career, or your life. Thanks for watching.